the AI effectively deleted their entire database and then lied about it and then tried to cover up that they'd done it and then went to the extent of actually trying to make up some data to make it look like it hadn't. And in the end, it finally came clean. But, for a machine that does some guessing at this stage, I wouldn't let it anywhere near my data. That's for sure. Not to have any control.
Yeah, I think there are different layers of defense we could put in there. So one is, do you connect it to your most holiest of holiest databases, your production database, or do you connect it to some kind of tertiary database that you built specifically for this workflow, or extracted just a table to give it what it needs and update that, have that go through some validation. We've seen that at ActiveTrak as well.
I remember when we spoke last time, you built a system to separate AI for internal versus external. I'd love to hear if you can.
When we built AI within our product, we did some kind of routine analysis of data and wanted to just give another dimension to the data using, in this case, Gemini API, to analyze it and come to a conclusion and give that back to the customer, right? And this was a pretty straightforward AI-assisted analysis or tagging of data. So you needed to have AI do it because it knew how to do things like analyze one job title to another job title and say, actually, these are just different ways to say the same thing, right? And so it was able to say, hey, these two things are really the same, something that a regular semantic search doesn't really know how to do. And so we did that, but the results were somewhat inconsistent and it's obviously never perfect. We put a separate layer of analysis on top of it, our own, and validation and sort of security on top of it. Well, does it fit within? Is it purely X number of characters? Does it include any code in it or any kind of markup and all kinds of stuff like that before bringing it back into our database? And so you still need another layer to deal with the inconsistencies and all those stuff.